Justice for All with Judge Christina Perez. We're back with the case of Scott Sullivan, who is suing Danielle and Brock Taylor for $10,000.
And when they gave you $5,000, Mr. Sullivan, what did you do?
Well, part of the program I'm on makes you do amends. And all around here, I did wrong stuff to the people, and I wanted to make amends to them.
Like, what did you do? Explain to me.
Well, like when you go to the supermarket, the hamburger joints, I would always ask for a glass of water and get a 79-cent burger and use the plastic cup and put Coke in.
I see. Okay.
There's a lot of years, a lot of Coke.
So what did you do? You went back to those places?
I went back, spoke to the manager, and he said everything was okay.
Okay. All right, so you made amends there. That's very admirable of you. What else did you do with the money?
Well, I paid off most of my debts, and I gave a lot to the church.
Okay.
Because it gave to me.
Okay.
And I wanted some money to put down on an apartment here.
Okay.
For when my sister would come and live.
Okay.
Possibly.
And I understand you're working now.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Right now, I live where they have assisted care, and I go into the different rooms and I cut their hair.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're suing today because you want the rest of the money that they paid, that they owed you, right? That they raised for you.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, why have you not given him the rest of the money?
Well, he kept calling our house and he was like itching for like more money within a few days. And so he's blown through the $5,000 within a few days.
Did you know what he spent it on?
I mean, I asked, but like he told me that, but I didn't know if I believed it at all because I mean, it just seemed like a lot of money.
Shots when it seems like it takes some effort to go through $5,000 in just a couple days.
Not necessarily. I mean,
he was like,
listen,
itching
it's very difficult for us to put our, whether you believe in the guy upstairs or not, it's, you know, at the end of the day, you all have to think that you are blessed in some way. I cannot even imagine what it would take, with all due respect, Mr. Sullivan, what it would take to have a life and then be found on the streets and survive for 12 years, okay? I can believe that he helped other people or he paid his debts. And, you know, we actually did call the church because he had to do an affidavit for us, and Bernard called the church and he confirmed that he is there. He works there and he goes about 4 or 5 times a week. And he helps elderly people, and apparently he is doing their hair, and he'll go to this assisted living home. So obviously it's true, whatever he's doing. So when you raised the money for him, it was with good intention, right?
Yes.
So I understand that the money really belongs to the person you're raising it to. Isn't that correct?
Yes, we haven't kept 1 penny of it.
I understand that. I'm not saying that you have. But why not give it to him?
Well, we're just like scared more for him because he, you know, he did tell me his life story and how he was heavily involved with drugs, and I just didn't want, you know, more money to get spent on drugs and possibly, you know, killing someone, because, you know, if you give a drug addict like somebody like a lot of money at once, you know, that's just going straight up their arm.
I understand those are good intentions, but at the same time, under the law, you're raising money for him, and it technically belongs to him. If you're so interested in his welfare and what he's doing, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and actually try to go help him? Why don't you go to the church where he's at? See him once a week. That would make more sense than you holding money just because you're afraid that he's not going to spend it. I mean, you can certainly put limitations on him. You can try to, but it sounds better than him suing you to do this. Okay? So, Mr. Sullivan, can you understand the Taylor's hesitancy in giving you $10,000?
Yes, I do understand clearly.
Okay. All right. Are you willing to somehow work with him and be a team to technically, yes, it is your money, but maybe you guys work something out where you can talk about how you will spend the money. Obviously, it's up to you, but I would love for you to have guidance. Obviously, you're a very resourceful man. You have great heart. If you have survived probably the hardest part of your life living on the streets for 12 years, but I would love to see that you have some friends and maybe you can start creating a better relationship with your sister. Are you willing to have them help you somehow?
God, yes. I told them that I want to learn from them what they're doing so I can
Okay,
work
perfect.
with them.
Perfect. Well, that's good. So kindness does a lot. So let's end on that note. So based on the evidence, Mr. Sullivan, I will grant your claim, and the Taylors will have, they raise money specifically for you on this public site where it's very clear the rules say the money belongs to the person that they're raising it for. So we've also been communicating with that site, and they will definitely help us make sure that you get the money. But I would love to see that the three of you work something out, okay? As in working together. So based on the evidence, I will grant your claim, and good luck to you guys.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The co-defendants have been ordered to pay $10,000.
I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Yeah, you were there for me, and we wanted to return the favor.
Coming up on Justice.
Thank you.